shoot, baby.
Packed in your stack, especially in the back, brother. Wanna thank your mother for a butt like that. You're a shotgun. Hey, what's the fuck that say?
Thank you, Spider-Man.
That was so good. Hey, sorry I'm late. Happy.
You look nice.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you. New dress?
Yes, it is. How'd you know?
What just happened?
Planning a trip?
Mm-hmm. Going to Europe. School trip.
Did you get your passport?
Peter Parker here to pick up a passport, please.
Mini toothpaste? Pack your suit.
I just want to go on my trip with my friends. Europe doesn't really need a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. You look really pretty.
Therefore, I have value.
No, that's not
I'm
right.
messing with you. You look pretty too.
I just want to spend some time with MJ. I think she really likes me, dude.
That reminds me when I first fell in love. I had just finished my friend Calvin.
So nice to finally meet you, Spider-Man.
You're Nick Fury.
Put some clothes on. Let's go for a ride.
Is he gonna be okay like that?
Might want to turn him over so he doesn't swallow his tongue.
I think Nick Fury just hijacked our summer vacation.
Awesome! You got gifts, Parker, but you have a job to do. Are you going to step up or not? You're all alone. Your friends are in trouble. What are you going to do about it?
You don't want any part of this.
Who is that guy?
He's like Iron Man and Thor rolled into one.
He's no Spider-Man.
What is it with you and Spider-Man?
But he looks out for the neighborhood, has a dope suit, and I really respect him. What's up, dickwad?
Alright guys, let's get into the next episode of the Noisy Mime Reviews. So I'm actually really excited for this one because I am a huge Spider-Man fan. This is Spider-Man Far From Home. Tom Holland is my all-time favorite Spider-Man. Second to him being Tobey Maguire. Right here, obviously, we got the official trailer. So there's two trailers. There's this trailer and then the international trailer. I'm actually only gonna be doing this trailer, that just because it was the first one were to come out. All right, to get started, we have Spider-Man on a stage, you know, giving the classic thumbs up with Aunt May. She actually does not look like Aunt May right there, in my personal opinion. Kind of looks a little weird if you ask me, but hey, she's still fine as hell. Well, she, knowing that he's Spider-Man now, is actually helping him do everything that he needs to get the recognition that Spider-Man really deserves, and it's just great. But now you see here, happy with the $500,000. I think it's like a charity check. I'm not 100% sure. He's actually flirting with Aunt May right here, saying, "Oh, where'd you get that dress? It's a nice dress." I know a lot of you will be wondering when I'm going to bring up the fact that how is Spider-Man back? Do we know for a fact Happy and Aunt May were incinerated by Thanos? Well, incinerated, turned to dust by Thanos. But honestly, I'm not going to be able to give a 100% answer to that. My thought is that just before Infinity War, it was actually when they were on the bus coming home from the airport. But actually, what I found out is that the Russo brothers admitted that that is not the case. They are not coming home from the field trip. Spider-Man actually comments on the fact that he was heading to a field trip to Europe. Well, I don't think he really says Europe. He just said he was going on a field trip. But anyways, Alright, so here we actually have the bodega, obviously, up and running again, and in the trailer it shows just above his head that they are, it shows that the bodega was, exploded, and, it was a big disaster, and then just to the right of that, because they're on like little newspapers he has framed, just to the right of that, it looks like maybe the president is shaking his hand, but I'm not 100% sure on that one. And then right here we actually have Spider-Man. He was actually swinging through the city, switching phone in his hands. But in the back you can actually see the Grand Central Station soldiers right there. But you also see this building back here, which, in my personal opinion, I feel like that's actually going to be Oscorp, which they're not really going to be able to say, hey, that's Oscorp, because it actually still belongs to Sony, along with a lot of the Spider-Man villains. They actually belong to Sony, and Sony, they would have to give them special permission to say, hey, this is Oscorp, which, me personally, I think they should work together on this one, but the only reason why I think they shouldn't is because Disney is more of a comedic, I guess you would say, feel to a comedic action drama, but Sony kind of brings a horror, grittiness, brute force, gore, comedy, a little bit of drama, not too much, but Disney's definitely more drama. Here we actually have Peter Parker looking at his suit in the closet, and his Aunt May is actually telling him, hey, don't forget to bring it, and he decides to say, Europe doesn't need a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, closes the closet door, and it's upsetting. It's like, why are you hanging up the suit? You might need it anywhere you need to go. But if you look at his shirt, he's got another funny shirt, which I've seen it somewhere. It says find X, and it has an arrow pointing towards the X. It says it's right here or something like that. Anyways, let's get into the next one. Alright, right here we have Peter Parker's passport, which you notice there are no dates on the passport due to the fact that they don't want to mess up their timeline thoughts when it comes to Infinity War and Homecoming and Civil War, everything like that. Here we actually have Mr. Benjamin Franklin Parker. I'm pretty sure it's Benjamin Franklin because his character was actually based off of some of the aspects of the of Benjamin Franklin. So this was actually, a hint towards him. They were going to actually put one in Spider-Man Homecoming, but they decided not to. So they got it in this one, finally. Alright, right here we have them in Europe, and in the back you say ASM 212. Come to find out, that is the comic book for, I'm pretty sure that's the comic book number for Hydro Man, but I'm not so sure Hydro Man is actually going to be in this one, but we'll see. Right here we actually have Peter Parker flirting with MJ, which in my personal opinion, Zendaya is fine as hell, just like Aunt May. But Zendaya is kind of more my go. But anyways, yeah, he's flirting with her right here, and I mean, they're kind of just hitting off. He calls her pretty, and she makes a little snappy comeback saying, you're pretty too. And right here we actually have him getting shot with the dart in the neck. At first, my heart dropped. I was like, oh shit, this is going to be something wrong with him. I can't imagine something being wrong with him. He's funny, but then we realize it's actually Nick Fury. Nick Fury actually comes back telling Parker, hey, Spider-Man, even though, he's not in a Spider-Man suit, so he already knows. I think, he found out in Civil War. But, hey, we'll see more of the backstory when either more trailers come out, more details come out about the movie, or up until we see the movie, because I'm seeing this bitch when it comes out. Alright, right here we have Spider-Man's new suit, which I'm thinking that Nick Fury gives him. He also has the webs, or the webbed insides, kind of like a squirrel suit, and then he also has a black and red suit, no longer black and blue, which I find it appealing. Also, one thing I found out weird was the fact that it looks like, when you used to put holes in your jackets, it kind of has that look to it, and I'm not so sure about that, but it does kind of look cool. Right here we actually, at first glance I was like, oh shit, they got Sandman, they're bringing Sandman back, but then I go through the other villains and I realize, oh, that's more likely one of the elemental villains in the movie. And right here we have Nick Fury and another Agent Shield. I forgot her name. I feel like a complete and utter non-Spider-Man fan forgetting her name, or non-Marvel fan forgetting her name. But they're shooting at it, you know, trying to take it down. Obviously not going to. Right here we have another elemental, the fire elemental. The other one was the earth. This one is the fire elemental. And or it could be like Fireman or something like that, or I think it's like not Pyro Man, something like that. But it could be either, but I'm leaning more towards the elementals because it would make more sense having, you know, earth, fire, and well, water in the movie being the elementals. Anyways, alright, right here we see Spider-Man with his black suit, which is very odd. Like, what is that stripe going? Like, I would think, you know, it's for his mask to hold it on, but this also looks like armor, like he needs a bulletproof vest, which is kind of odd. I've never seen Spider-Man with a bulletproof vest. And obviously we see here Mr. either Hydro Man or one of the other elementals. I'm not gonna get into their names because I don't really know those just yet. I need to read more on the comics. Right here we actually have Jake Gyllenhaal as Mysterio. Like, Mysterio. Holy freaking shit. I'm so happy that they brought him in. I did not see it coming. I didn't know anything about Far From Home. Nothing. I didn't really want to look into it too much until the trailers came out, so it would be more of a surprise for me. Anyways, right here we actually have him shooting his powers or whatever through his hands. I forgot what they're called. Don't judge me. But he comes up with some cheesy comeback saying you don't want to mess with this, and then if you look right here very closely, he is the Illuma frickin' Nati. Obviously, it's proven. Illuminati approved. Like, you know it's him. You know he's a part of it. And here you actually have his fishbowl head, his classic fishbowl head. They brought him to life, and also another Illuminati symbol. He's also right here. He's actually fighting Hydro Man. And that is the end of this trailer review. I am so excited for this freaking movie. I much appreciate all of you that have been watching my videos and commenting. Just, you're crazy awesome. Like Game Ganger, you have commented on a lot of my videos, man, and I gotta give you a shout out. You are extremely, you know, supportive of my videos, and I couldn't appreciate you more. But that's gonna be all for this episode, you guys. I couldn't appreciate you guys more than I already do. Thank you so much. Leave a like, leave a comment, and smack that subscribe button with your face, and I will see you in the next video.